I have just survived 3,100 days in hardcore Minecraft. And I'm not even gonna lie, it has been absolutely crazy. So to celebrate it, I decided to put up together every single video from 2,000 to 3,000 days together into a full movie, like no one has ever done before. So no matter what you're doing, if you're trying to study, work out, or just trying to fall asleep, put this video in the background and enjoy. I'm on a quest to build the best Minecraft hardcore world on the platform. That's why in the last episode, I've already spent about 3 weeks just designing this pit over here. But now, it is time to expand. So in today's video, I'm going to build the world's largest super smelter, and it is going to be right over here. As you can see, we still got a lot of shulker boxes from the previous video, which I didn't clean up. So let's do that first. Now the entire space is clean and prepared. Let's get to the phase 1, planning the build. Now if you don't know already, I have no idea how to build a super smelter. Let me hop on the YouTube, the biggest super smelter.
I want to create a massive, enormous super smelter. The biggest super smelter I've ever made, and I'm going to fuel it using things I don't actually have to gather myself.
30 minutes later, and now I am big brain. Well, obviously I've done quite a lot of research, and I realized that these things are really big. So I'm going to have to actually flatten. That's a lot of unnecessary work. I'm gonna have to flatten this entire area all the way down to there, so then we can start building the machine. Well, that took me quite a long time. Meanwhile, you were watching the hyperlapse. I already got the schematics and material list for the entire build. Yeah, that is totally what happened. So let me just find the list and let's collect every single material. As you can see, we need quite a lot of materials, starting with 600 hoppers, 500 powered rails, 400 white stained glass. This list goes on forever, dude. Luckily, I already have the wood, but the iron is not gonna cut it. I am going to need a better iron farm than that. Let me just quickly do that. Go AFK for a couple hours, and there we go. We have enough iron to craft 600 hoppers. Let's grab all the wood, craft it into chests. 10 stacks right over here. Now let me just grab all of those chests, iron, and let me make 10 stacks of hoppers. So the next item on the list is a whole bunch of powered rails. And as you might know, if you've ever made something like this, those require a gigantic amount of gold. This thing should produce me about 1,500 gold ingots every single hour. I'm also gonna need the redstone. What is this? Hold on, isn't this a very rare thing? And let me get the redstone. I guess we have to mine it manually. So mission redstone it is. Now all I have to do is just craft. These are all the powered rails I'm going to need. Now I'm just going to speed run through the rest of the items until I have everything on the list. Yeah, boy. These are supposed to be all the items. Hold on, there's one item missing. So apparently we need 21 honey blocks, which is kind of a crazy number considering that they're really hard to get. And yeah, my current honey farm is definitely not gonna cut it. This thing produces about 2 bottles per hour. We definitely need a new one. So here is every single material that we're gonna need, and apparently honey farms work way better in the nether because there is no day and night cycle, so the bees can work all the time. So what we're gonna do is go to the nether, and I think I'm gonna build it right over here next to the gold farm. I'm gonna start off with a collection system, place mud on top, and then place flour of any choice on top of the mud. Not too complicated so far, is it? Now I just have to make a small platform like this, redstone, and then comparators. Oh, that one was wrong. Hold on. Now we need a couple slabs here. I just broke everything. Here go the sticky pistons, and lastly the dispensers. That is supposed to be the base of the machine. Now let's just do this, and we are ready to go AFK. Oh my god, it is already working. I'm just gonna go AFK for a couple minutes. And I think that this will be enough honey for my super smelter. Let me just store it into the shulker box, and we are ready. Let's go. Let me load in the schematic. Where am I going to place this thing? Because it's kind of huge. Let me also grab all the materials. So basically what we have here is 3 different modules connected together into one singular furnace array. So now we got a triple ultimate furnace array, I guess. And let me build this thing layer by layer. I'm gonna be back in an hour. So this is supposed to be the base of the machine done, but it's not functional yet. There's actually quite a lot of things we have to do before I can run the machine and see if it works. What I have to do is turn all of these water columns into source blocks, so there is gonna be a bubble elevator, and we do that using kelp. So let me head to the ocean. There we go. And let me get a bunch of kelp. I don't know why this turns water into source blocks, but I guess that's how Minecraft mechanics work. 4 stacks should definitely be enough. Let's head back. Let me swim to the bottom of this, place kelp all the way to the top, and now if I go to the bottom and break the kelp, this should hopefully push me all the way to the top. And let's go. Before we can test the machine and see if it actually works though, we still need one big thing that we completely forgot about. How is this gonna work without fuel? Luckily, as always, I already have a plan. What we're gonna do is go to the nether. Yes, we're doing this again. Hello, honey farm. It's not like I built you 5 minutes ago. Why is there a bee outside of the... Now I just have to follow all of those blocks. This is so annoying. I'm just gonna wait till the poison stops. We should come to the Wither Skeleton Farm, which, if you don't know, is a great source of fuel. I'm pretty sure you can tell that. Now, this is not gonna store hundreds of thousands of coal, as you can pretty much see. We need a really good collection system. So this is a really small version of the automatic sorting system that I also have in my base. It prevents any other item than coal from entering into the chest. Nice. What I have to do now is grab all the coal and put it into those chest minecarts over there on every single module. Now let me fill in all those double chests with fuel as well. I think it's time to test the machine. So let me grab a full shulker box of sand. Go away, slime, please don't touch. I'm gonna grab all of the sand and put it into this chest minecart right over here. And basically everything that's left to do is for me to press this button, and we're gonna see how it goes. It's going. 3 chest minecarts dispensed at the same time, and they are now running and collecting the items as fast as possible. That is actually crazy. Look at the speed of smelting. About a stack every single 20 seconds. Keep in mind that this is just one module working. We have 3, by the way. Now we have a really cool, super powerful, triple super smelter. I'm gonna be honest, it looks absolute garbage. My plan is basically simple. I'm gonna build a massive blast furnace that is gonna cover everything up and make it look 10 times better. So this is how it looks like. This looks absolutely insane. Now you've probably already figured out, but this is gonna take a ton of materials, which I obviously don't have. Editor, cue the montage. And that should be the last of the items that we need. Just look at that absurd amount of items. We need almost a full shulker box of iron bars. Are you kidding me? So let's do this. Let me grab all of the buckets and let's put them inside of here so it looks realistic. Just like... Oh, come on. Just like this, we have completed the decoration. I did not expect it to look that good, actually. Now I think that it is safe to say that we have completed... Oh my... If this does not stop them, I don't know what will. I'm gonna make a small entrance right over here. Okay, yep, that looks pretty good, I think. That's basically it. I've built the world's biggest mega furnace super array smelter. Well, that was fun. This is how my nether portal looks like after 2100 days in this world. If I was a casual YouTuber, you know what I would say? It sucks. Let's build a bigger one. The way I am, this is just not how it works. Hear me out. I love this portal. I have been using it for hundreds and hundreds of days. There is no way I'm replacing it with anything. So in this video, I'm gonna build this small portal the correct recognition it deserves. I'm gonna build it a massive decoration. Why do I feel like I'm overcomplicating this and no one's ever gonna understand what I... First up, I'm gonna need a ton of obsidian to build a massive frame. So let me take my elytra. We're gonna head right over to the end dimension. I'm gonna choose this pillar right over here. There we go. You still mad at me, boy? I mean, we can sort this out anyway. Come here, pal. Come here. Now let me grab my pickaxe and let's get to mining. This is my favorite part of Minecraft. That took me about an hour of mining, by the way. 6 stacks should definitely be enough for the frame. Where am I gonna build it? Actually, I think the best place to build this portal is above the small portal. I'm thinking like somewhere over here. Now I know this looks absolute garbage right now, just look at it, but I promise, this is gonna look so much better at the end of the video. And let me just light this on fire. Oh, the portal is circle, so we cannot light it up, which is a problem if we want to make this look realistic. Luckily, I am a big head, so I already have a solution for that. Yeah, this was not scripted at all. Let me just get my rockets, and let's fly thousands of blocks to get my... What? No, go back. idiot. I'm also gonna craft some purple concrete powder. Now, let's fly thousands of blocks. And here we are, my trustworthy sand duper. I visit this thing like every 5 episodes. Anyways, now I'm just gonna replace all the sand with my purple concrete right over here. Let me just turn on the chunk loader. That should work. And quickly, let's go to the end. Look at how fast it is being produced. Now we just AFK. That is the boring part. Editor, maybe cut it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Spicy meat. Yeah, boy. And that should be all the concrete powder we need. Let's go back. Now I'm just gonna build a lot of layers of concrete up. This is gonna take pretty much forever. And let's jump down. Now we just have to break everything so it creates concrete instead of the concrete powder we have right now. This is actually so satisfying to watch. Now everything I have to do is just this. Editor, cue the montage. Oh. Oh my god, this looks absolutely massive. I did not expect it to be that big. It's even bigger than the mega furnace. I think it's gonna turn out really well. Trust the process, I guess. And I am completely out of rockets. Now I'm gonna craft a bucket. Give me that. And let's go to the river. Let me grab some water over here. And I just have to do this. Tell me there's anything more satisfying than this. Let's do the other side as well. Now we just have to wait till this drains out. Okay, now look at this portal for a second. Does it look the same as this? This could not fool even a blind person. We need to make this look a lot more realistic. And here is a full shulker box of glass. The only problem is that we don't need 1, but 4 full shulker boxes of glass. So let me take all of those and let's head over to the end dimension once again. Let me just climb down here and we should have a plenty of sand in these chests. Let's climb back up the ladder. You know how the deal goes. If you go down, you have to come up one day, surely. Now I wonder how I could smelt all of this sand. Luckily, I have a giant blast furnace that can take care of everything that I have to smelt. And this should start working. Just like that, we have 3 full shulker boxes of glass. I'm gonna have to dye this glass purple, so let's grab some lapis and let's turn it into blue dye. And let's just bone meal this bush over here, turn it into the red dye. Now I'm just gonna take both of those dyes and create purple dye, which we obviously need for the portal. And then finally we can turn all the glass into purple stained glass. Yep, that was so easy. It didn't take me a couple hours at all. No. So now all that's left to do is just this. Now you might be wondering why I hear some kind of spike shapes, and that is because we obviously need to make this look a lot better than just a circle. I actually thought it would be really cool to make these spikes look like some kind of amethyst shards. So let me grab the shulker box, also get my elytra. We actually don't need those crystal blocks, but this white block right over here. This is what I'm looking for. Calcite. Am I crazy for not knowing what this is? Anyway, so let's get a bunch of this stuff. 2 shulker boxes should definitely do. Let's go back, and I'm gonna insert all of that inside of those weird shapes, I guess, and we're gonna see how it looks like. Okay, editor, here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna shake the screen really violently, and you're gonna make a cool transition. Ready? And that should definitely work. Thank you, editor. Thank you for that. Let me crank up the render distance. This looks way better than I actually thought. Now, here is a $1,000,000 question. How do we make this giant circle not look random? That is kind of what I'm struggling with right now. Let's hop into the nether and let me grab a ton of materials from here. We're gonna need lots of netherrack. I'm also gonna grab some of this. I don't have a clue how it's called and I don't even care how it's called. And let's grab some of this block as well. Actually, I'm gonna take some of the nether brick from the fortress too. The glowstone, some of this gold ore, some quartz. Let's just do this for fun. Okay, maybe not. So let's go back over here. Editor, you know what to do. Now I'm just gonna, I guess, start terraforming this and replace it with netherrack, and hopefully it is gonna turn out to look like the portal is spreading out into the overworld, if that makes sense. It actually looks like the portal is spreading outside into the overworld. I'm gonna take nether bricks, and I'm thinking to make like a small nether fortress, but I just don't know how to start, honestly. I don't know if I have told you yet, but I actually suck at building. Okay, maybe if we do it from here over there towards the giant furnace. I'm gonna clean this up over here so it can go straight into the portal. I just have to make a pillar over here. This actually looks a lot better than I expected it to. But still, I feel like something is missing over here. I'm gonna build another bridge coming out of here, I guess. I have no idea how this actually turned out well. I'm a terrible builder, I swear. Especially from under here, this looks really, really good. Just imagine entering the portal and seeing this. So that is pretty much it for this video. Oh, hold on. There's one more thing to do. Mr. Portal, are you happy with how I did this? Yeah, boy. Minecraft End Dimension absolutely sucks. It is completely empty, hasn't been updated for many years, and most importantly, Endermen suck. So in this video, I'm going to completely transform the End Island and make it look a lot better. I already built something, but that just looks so ugly. Before I do anything, I have to get rid of this completely useful farm that does not even work. That is supposed to be the obsidian farm, but for some reason it never worked for me. I'm just gonna get rid of it, I guess. And this is the last block. The next thing that I have to do is get rid of these black dots on my screen. Enderman. What I'm actually gonna do is grab some torches and just spread them everywhere so that they can't actually spawn. Pow. 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 I'm not even gonna lie, that took a very long time. But now we finally have a completely friendly end. And yes, I did draw that smile just for this clip. Anyways, now I'm gonna grab some concrete. Basically, the plan is to destroy all this land over here, over there, everywhere, and just leave a small cube in between. That just sounded so much more complicated than I actually thought it would. Now I'm just gonna use some concrete to mark out the cube. 5 blocks away from the pillar should definitely be enough space. Now we just have to make this into a giant square around the entire structure. That is pretty much the whole square completely outlined. I don't know if I said that correctly, and I don't even care if I said that correctly, and I don't even want to know. Basically, all that's left to do is just remove every single block outside of the square. I'm just gonna grab my pickaxe, and we should be good to go. That is not gonna get me anywhere. But as always, I am a gigahead. Deal with it. This is a lifesaver. I mean, no, this is a TNT duper, but it's basically a lifesaver for me. Basically, all this thing does is just move along the way and drop TNT down on the blocks, which obviously makes them disappear. So I have already positioned 4 of these machines, 1 for every single side of the island. So now all that's left to do is go back to my hardcore world. Oh shoot, I'm running out of rockets. And let's get all the materials for the machines, starting with 3 stacks of slime blocks, 8 detector rails, 36 observers, 36 pistons, and that is basically most of the materials we need. Now we just have to do this. Yep, we have completely built every single one of the TNT dupers for every single corner. You even see how complicated these are? Not to even mention that I have to position them correctly, otherwise they're just gonna collide with each other. If that does not work, I just wasted like an hour of my life. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Please. Oh my god, it's working. It is actually working. I can't believe it worked. Let's freaking go. It is gonna destroy the wall, but that does not matter. I also have to check if they're going to return at this station over here. Come on. Yes, it works. It actually works. No way. If that would not work, I would be completely doomed. Basically, all that's left to do is just wait, and this land over here should disappear. This right here is gonna be the coolest and biggest transition you have ever seen. 3, 2, 1, and... That took a very long time, a lot longer than I thought, just because the gateway was constantly breaking the TNT dupers and it was just a pain overall. Now we just have a giant cube instead of the end island, I guess. And holy crap, that is a lot of Endermen. I have a really cool idea how to decorate this. But first, we need to flatten this out a little bit more just because we can't really do it if the terrain looks like this. And let's also repair my pickaxe. Let's actually do the boring work. I really hope I'm gonna be able to turn this into an enjoyable montage. That actually looks a lot better in my opinion. Did I just build a whole tower just for this one single freaking clip? I am crazy. I cannot tolerate these Endermen anymore. I just can't. Let me just go back. Now I just have to grab some coal, craft a lot of sticks. Now we can craft even more torches. You don't mind if I just go away? It's like an SCP. If you don't look away, it's not gonna come. What the? That was so weird. No, stop it. Stop. I'm gonna die. I have no idea why I waited so long for this. This is so much cooler. The next thing that I have to do is go down over here and just grab a pickaxe. And I just have to break all the parts that are looking outside of the border so it looks relatively straight. Editor, cue the montage. I'm just gonna grab some endstone bricks, then I'm gonna go right over here, and let's make a giant square. That is not really a square, but it's definitely gonna look unique. Now I just have to build multiple of those on every single side, just like this looks perfect. Oh my god, there's so many Endermen. Now we just have to repeat that on every single side of the island. Future me, I wonder how long is this gonna take, because it's kinda interesting to wonder how long placing 4 million of these squares in cubes is gonna 69.42 minutes. And yeah, I'm not joking, I literally counted it on my fingers. Now you might be wondering, why did I do this in the first place? And the answer is, I do not know. I'm just kidding, I actually do. We have to go back to the overworld. Also make sure to take all the sand and gravel with me. And that is because I have to craft red concrete, light gray concrete, blue concrete, orange concrete, purple concrete. Okay, this is getting repetitive. Moral of the story, I need concrete. 20 minutes later and I have a full shulker box. That should definitely do. Let me just grab this. Also, let's grab some rockets. Thank you for that. And we are off to the end dimension. I just realized I completely forgot to turn the concrete powder into concrete, so there's really nothing we can do. I have to literally go back to the overworld. We can just look at each other forever, pal. Get off. What a freaking loser. Luckily for me, I have this machine over here, which, if you can't tell yet, is a concrete generator. All I have to do is put my concrete powder into the dropper right over here, and the machine will automatically dispense concrete powder whenever I need to place it, so it's perfect timing and I'm literally wasting zero time. And that is all the concrete I need. Now let's go back to the end dimension, and I just have to replace the square with the concrete. Now I just have to do it on every single side. By the way, I apologize for the voice. I know it sounds absolutely horrible for the last 2 minutes. Just bear with me. I'm a bit sick. So please don't click off the video because I sound like trash. I also decorated the spawn plat. Excuse me, pal. I'm trying to make a clip. Now here's the $1,000,000 question. What am I gonna do with the top layer? Pretty boring to leave this end stone. So I'm just gonna head back to the overworld and let's just grab some moss blocks from my farm. Yes, I do have a moss block farm, just in case you're asking. But I also want to check how moss actually looks in the end. In case you don't know, blocks look differently depending on the dimension. So I just want to make sure moss is the correct choice. Let me just place it over here. I guess that looks right. We're not gonna know for sure until we cover everything in moss. Editor, are you ready to make a really cool hyperlapse? I'm just gonna go over here and let me just do this, and I think it looks better. I'm not really sure. I mean, it does add a lot of color which was missing before, so that is a plus for me. Also, the entrance looks really cool, how it just transitions from moss to endstone inside of here. I can't say it looks bad. It actually adds a really cool color to the end. And I have completely successfully transformed the End Island in Minecraft Hardcore. See you in the next one. Peace. You can feel free to leave now. Video is over. The latest Minecraft 1.20 update added this. Kinda boring, isn't it? A new type of trees, flowers, and that is about it. Today, I am going to change that in my hardcore world. Disclaimer, this video was heavily inspired by other YouTubers such as this guy over here and many more. With that out of the way, we can go to the Nether. This is taking way too long. Now I just have to locate this biome over here. Now I'm not searching for the basalt blocks, but rather for these blackstone blocks right over here. The only problem is that I need 29,000 of it. For a better perspective, that is about 8.5 full double chests. This is gonna take quite a while. Now let me just grab my pickaxe and let's get to mining. That is definitely not gonna work. We need a better way to do this. So I found out that piglins actually do trade blackstone. So if I build that correctly, this should be a trading hall system for piglins, I guess. Now the only thing that I need is a lot of gold. So let me climb to the top of the nether, and this is where I have my gold farm. The only thing that I have to do is go right over here, and we can start AFKing for gold. Okay, it's been about 2 hours, and this is how much gold we got. I'm just gonna craft it into ingots, and let's go back down over here. I might have done a mistake. I might have done a mistake. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? They don't seem to be attacking me. Oh. Now I just have to put all the gold inside of here, and they are going to automatically trade everything, put it into hoppers, and then distribute it through this system. Is it just me, or is this really satisfying to watch? So it's been about 2 hours, and as you can see, they are still trading, but I think that the gold is running out, and chests are absolutely full. This right here is 16 full shulker boxes of pure blackstone. So the original plan is to put blackstone all the way over here behind the giant furnace, all the way over there and around the corner. And obviously this is going to take quite a while. Let me just grab a lot of blackstone. Now I have to load in the schematics. As you can see, this is a lot of blocks to place. Editor, cue the montage. Oh, frick. I'm gonna pop a totem. This looks so good, actually. I am so glad I chose blackstone because it just looks so dark that it actually looks great. Now, you might be wondering, why did I leave some places completely untouched by blackstone? Well, I'm glad you asked. First up, I need to go to the nether. Now, I just have to locate these blocks over here. They're called magma blocks, right? Also, they are insta-mineable, and that should be enough magma blocks. So now I just have to start placing them into these streams over here. And yeah, this is gonna take another 25 years. I'm gonna grow a beard before I finish this. This is how 1 vein of lava looks like. This is how 8 veins looks like. And this is 20 veins. I'm not a builder by any means, but this looks really good. The next thing that I want to do is build a giant lava farm right over here. I'm gonna need 4 stacks of building blocks, a stack of dripstone, 4 observers, 29 cauldrons, 9 redstone, 6 pistons, and finally 2 hoppers. And that is supposed to be all of the materials that I need. Now I just have to do this, and the farm should be complete. Before I can start the farm though, I have to take these buckets, go to the nether. This is still taking way too long. Fill the buckets with lava and put it right over here above the dripstone, so it's gonna drip into cauldrons, so I'm gonna be able to collect it eventually. Now I have to put the buckets inside of here, put 1 more cauldron over here, start this piston, and the farm is working. Now I just have to collect them when they fill up, and that is basically how the farm works. I did not expect this farm to be this fast. I literally AFK'd for less than a minute, and I already got like 9 lava buckets. That is kind of crazy. Okay, so that is the farm complete. But I'm not really done with the video yet. First of all, I noticed that the transition from the edge of the biome and to the actual not biome anymore looks terrible. Shroom lights. I'm gonna outline everything with shroom lights. So I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes to find as much of it as possible. Starting now. Two stacks and 17 shroom lights. Anyways, I'm gonna place them all down and let's see how far this gets me. Okay, bad news, that covered only like 1/4 of the entire thing. But good news, it looks a lot better than I thought. It looks like the edge is glowing, and that is gonna look so good when I do the rest. Editor, cue the montage. Oh. Spicy meat. Yeah, boy. I did not spend 2 hours making this montage. You think I'm an idiot? Now I'm just gonna grab some more blackstone. Give me all of that actually. And let's make an edge over here. There we go. That actually looks a lot better now. Also, remember the lava farm we built earlier? Well, it turns out that there are 2 more farms that I absolutely need in here. So I'm just gonna go down over here to get the materials for them. There we go. 2 shulker boxes of materials. And let's start by building a cobblestone farm right over here. I need to dig a hole over here. Put slabs into these corners. There we go. Make an infinite water source right over here. That's not... Oh wait, I'm stupid. Place water on the slabs. A storage room. I'm gonna also waterlog all the leaves just so they don't explode. Some temporary blocks right here. Obsidian, I guess. More leaves. What on the planet Earth is Bat doing over here? This is not a cave. Get the frick out of here. Now, for some reason, I have to put a slab over here. Another observer in front of it. A note block. And finally, TNT right over here. Now, I just have to flick this lever and it is working. Let's go. Also, look at how quickly the cobblestone is coming in. That is kind of crazy. For the second farm, I'm gonna build a stone generator right over here next to the cobblestone farm we just built. And we also need a lot of materials for this one. These are all the materials that I need. I'm gonna start building by making a frame. Now the small storage system right over here. Hoppers that are gonna collect all the loot. I legitimately don't have an idea what the frick I'm doing. I'm just following the tutorial. Let's make these walls higher. I also have to put water on these blocks over here so it's gonna push the items onto the hoppers. There we go. Now if I press these levers and just basically start mining. That's how the farm works. Now I have 2 completely automatic block farms, a lava farm, and a gigantic, really cool looking volcano biome. I think it is safe to say that this video was a success. Okay, see you in the next one. Peace. That was so stupid. This right here is my old villager trading system. It is pretty small, quite ugly looking, not to even mention it is 1,000 blocks away from my base. So today I am going to transform this island over here, that is right next to my base by the way, into a giant villager trading island. And to get started, I need to first get rid of all of these trees. Now this is how I like to start my hardcore episodes, with a forest fire. I think we're off to a banger here. Okay, so the terrain on this island absolutely sucks. What is this, Mother Nature? Hello? What is this? So the next thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab my beacon. And there we go. Before I can do anything, I have to go to the end dimension, right over here to the Enderman farm, just because my shovels are completely about to break. Also, the elytra need a lot of repairing. Die, Enderman. Die. Peasants, die. You deserve to die. Now that I've repaired all my tools, we just have to do this. And yeah, that did not take 3 to 4 hours. Not at all. Now here at the top of this mountain in the center of the island, I'm gonna build a giant villager breeder, so we're gonna have enough villagers for the entire project. I'm gonna grab all of these shulker boxes and let's get the materials for the villager breeder. There we go. These are all of the materials that I need for one villager breeder. I'm gonna fill this hole over here with water, and then above the water, I'm gonna put 2 composters, which are gonna provide jobs for the villagers. And then on top of the composters, also some glowstone because, well, I have no idea. Now I have to make this giant farmland field over here, so they're gonna be able to collect and harvest crops. And let's plant... Frick that, stop eating. And let's plant a... Frick that, stop eating. And let's plant a lot of carrots. I also have to make a 2-block glass wall so the villagers are not gonna escape. Down over here is gonna be a villager collection area. This bucket of water is going to push all the villagers into the chamber right here. Now we're just missing one more thing. The villagers. And as I mentioned earlier, the nearest villager breeder is about 1,000 blocks away. Okay, so I'm gonna craft a boat, which is hopefully gonna help me transport the villagers. I need a volunteer to get in the boat. Get away, peasants. Now I just have to get to the river, and off we go. I just realized I have no idea how I'm gonna put Jerry all the way up here. I guess I'm gonna grab a minecart and a lot of rails. Oh my god, Jerry, calm the frick that. Where are you going, Jerry? Jerry, listen to me. We can talk. You were impossible to work with. And let's get Jerry number 2. Let's get you into the minecart. And... there he is. For every comment in this video that says Jerry, I'm gonna give him 1 emerald. Anyways, that is both of the villagers that I need inside of the cage. So the farm should now be functional. I'm gonna go AFK for a couple of hours and let's see how many villagers we get. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, this villager breeder looks absolutely garbage. What is this? Luckily, I already know what I can do to cover this whole thing up. And as you can see, doing so is going to require quite a lot of materials. I'm not even gonna bother you with the details. Editor, cue the montage. I'm not even gonna lie, this turned out to be way better than I thought. And we also have as many villagers as we need. So that means I can finally start working on the trading hall. And here is a full list of every single Minecraft job for the villagers in 1.20. That is a total of 13 job blocks that we need to cover. And I'm gonna start with 4 blast furnaces, smokers, barrels, cauldrons. So now I'm just gonna do this, and would you look at that? Every single one of the job blocks that I need is suddenly inside of the shulker box. What a miracle. I totally did not spend 1 hour collecting every single one of the blocks. No, it was a miracle. Guys, it was a miracle. Now I just have to place every single one of the blocks that we just got right over here in a straight line. I also have to add walls right over here so the villagers are not gonna be able to escape. And there we go. This looks pretty good. Now I just need to get the villagers. So I'm gonna change the direction of these rails to go right here, down over here. Buddy, stop. You're not a villager. And there we go. That is the first villager trapped inside of his cage. Now I just have to do this exact process 60 more times. And that is the last villager. So now I can literally trade with any villager that I want at any time. And look at this. This guy even trades Silk Touch for 6 emeralds. That was completely random. I did not plan this out. These guys just have like the best trades they could possibly have. And also, if I ever want to change their profession, I just break the block and replace it. It is really that simple. Would you look at that? I am completely out of food. What am I gonna do now? Am I gonna spend 2 hours fishing, or am I just gonna kill 20 million animals? Matter of fact, I could just grab food from my shulker box. But let's be honest, where the heck is the fun in that? I'm gonna build a villager carrot farm. How convenient. We already have all the materials here. This was not staged at all. Jokes aside, I did spend 2 hours collecting 40 million items on the material list, so have some appreciation for that. So I'm gonna take both of these shulker boxes. I'm gonna start building by making a glass wall. There we go. Now I have to make an infinite water source. Let's also turn all of this grass into farmland and plant all of the carrots. Let's make a quick collection system over here. And now I just have to get the villagers. So let me connect these rails with the farm. Press this button over here. And there we go. He is inside where he needs to be. Let's get the second Jerry inside of the farm. Come on, buddy. You're better than that. And that is the first layer of the farm, completely functional. But of course, I'm not gonna build one. I'm gonna build 3 of these. So, editor, cue the montage. Don't make this awkward. Please. So that is the carrot farm complete. Just in the process of building it, it already produced like 6-7 stacks of carrots. That is incredibly fast. Remember how we collected every single villager? We completely forgot about the wandering trader. And as you can see, I have one right over here. This boat right here. This is where you have to go. Wait, what? That one's so good. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing as I did with the villagers earlier. That means I'm gonna use the river to get as close to my base as possible. And here we are. As you can see, I've already built him a small cage. This is where he's going to be. So I'm gonna place a minecart over here. And there we go. Now we just wait. We have successfully trapped a wandering trader right over here. But of course, we cannot just leave it to a floating cage because that just looks absolutely garbage. So, you know what time it is. Editor, cue the montage. The wandering trader statue completely done. I just realized I completely forgot about the torches on the inside, and now there is like a ton of mobs in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna mine some coal, craft it into torches. Now I have to go back to the statue. This is going to be annoying. And just do this. Now there should not be any mobs inside of the statue. So now we have infinite villagers coming coming from this church over here, a villager trading hall with every single villager, 3 layers of the automatic carrot farm that produces nearly infinite carrots, and a giant wandering trader that is there just for decoration. What am I doing with my life? I think that we can call this project a success. Also, you're never gonna guess what happened to the wandering trader that we trapped in here. He despawned.